Okay, so Internet2, or I2K-20 and EOL. I2K-20 stands for Internet2 plus kindergarten through advanced education, and how EOL in education outreach is going to be utilizing this. Internet2 is an advanced networking consortium. It's really an infrastructure of how data can flow over a network that's been created. And it was started in 1996. It was really designed to explore new ideas in advanced computer communications, provide a research environment for advanced networking, maintain leadership position in the U.S., increase capability of all Internet2 institutions, provide an infrastructure to move mass amounts of data, and the snow back there indicated that only more than one person can do on their own. This is a map of the network. So each red dot there is a gigapop, which is a point of presence that can transfer 1 gigabyte of data per second. And it's largely used by university and research organizations. So wide infrastructure can allow for mass amounts of data to come through, whereas a narrow infrastructure, you've got less data. So as that translates into the classroom, if you've got individual users bringing in and accessing information and data, you need a wide infrastructure versus, say, one instructor showing one video or having one data feed come in per classroom. So this was just announced in a daily camera on September 1st that all freshmen at Monarch High School are going to be required to have their own computer. So just think of the networking capabilities that are going to be needed if each individual student has their own computer. So communication education online is broken out into 3 basic platforms: Web 2.0, dynamic communications, and static communications. And EOL Education Outreach is going to be focusing on a few of those, such as bringing live data streams into a virtual classroom where students are represented by avatars and they can all see what's going on in a classroom. Things are moving in that direction, so don't be surprised. And then another way that we'd like to utilize the Internet2 is to have a live feed from our aircraft. So, stream in a conversation into a classroom of students from our G5.
So there are 3 ways that we felt that EOL could advance some of our education and outreach capabilities. So these include enhancing visualization tools for our weather balloon launches, creating an interactive tutorial for students in preparation for field campaigns, and developing a virtual lab for advanced education. So the most frequently requested education and outreach activity is our weather balloon demonstration, where we attach a radio sonde that measures pressure, temperature, humidity, wind speed, and wind direction to a large helium balloon, and we release it. The audience is then able to see measurements of the atmosphere above them, streaming in real time. So we visit local area schools, universities, participate in public events, and perform launches at workshops and conferences. And in the past 6 years, we've reached over 4,000 students. This is a diagram of radio sondes that were launched during a field campaign called T-Rex. The radio sondes are equipped with a GPS device that reports latitude, longitude, and altitude so that we can track the location of the balloon in flight. The current capabilities that we have for our balloon launch demonstrations allow for limited visualization of data streaming in real time. So we would like to extend the capabilities to include real-time balloon tracking and provide different views of the various atmospheric parameters being measured. We also envision streaming these balloon launches live, enabling students to interact through video conferencing with technicians and scientific staff and to view the data in real time. We hope to utilize these technologies to reach a broader global audience. A second application is developing an interactive tutorial to train operators traveling to field projects. So training could include instruction on software operation, data quality analysis, and operation and maintenance of instrumentation. And then finally, we envision creating a virtual lab for higher education where students can essentially develop and customize their own field experiments. Each student, so they would select their area of interest, customize a suite of instrumentation, and then download selected data sets. We skipped a slide. There's a slide missing. Did you do this on purpose? Okay. right, so one of the most obvious benefits to obtaining a field project experience was that you don't have the tremendous costs of conducting a real experiment. So the students would have the benefit of working with scientific staff, and one of the benefits of working with EOL is that we can provide high-resolution, high-quality integrated data sets. We have one question, I think.
Would anyone like to ask a question?
What role do you play with mesoNets? I saw that in the last slide. What's the role you play with mesoNets here at EOL?
We have a surface group that's doing, so we measure from the lowest layers just above the surface all the way up basically into the stratosphere. And so we have a suite of instrumentation that can be set out. So we have in situ, we have our in situ sensing facility that does the radiosonde launches. We've got our surface group, and we have our aircraft group. So we have a whole suite of instrumentation that would be used for this virtual lab.
Thank you.